I decided to be risking $20 per trade, and I'm only trading this pair called GBP USD, the Great British Pound and the United States dollar. So why did I take this trade? First of all, let's go into context of me taking this trade. So the market moves down, we're in a downtrend, the market goes down, a pullback, it goes again down, and I'm thinking that since we're already at this low, right, I want to catch this pullback. That's why I'm taking the buy, right? I don't want to kill my buyers because this is a 15-minute trade. That trade, my entry is on the 5-minute, and if you just see here, you can tell that we have this low, we have a lower low, and then we have this market looks like it's gonna broke above these highs, right? Before I used to wait for confirmation, let's broke above the highs, blah blah blah, but I don't do that anymore. If the market is going to go up, it's going to go up, and this is my best entry over here. That's just what I think. These days I don't try to wait too much for confirmations. It's better to just enter. For example, look at the previous, what happens here. We had this structure here, and after market breaks, that's just market doesn't move straight up, it creates a structure like a sideways movement. I believe this is the same thing that is happening here. If not, no worries, right? If market fails to create a new highs, I have my stop here, and I'm going to be stopped out, and then I'll be looking for sales back to the downside. And where am I going to be entering the sales, guys? Where this previous lows was, right? Because I'm expecting that this low, if market break below it, is going to be bearish, and then guess what, that's going to be an entry also for me. With that being said, I can just show you guys if it's a little clearer. This is trading view. We have this is a 5-minute chart. We have a low and we have another low, and then we created these highs. So basically my trading, let's be honest here, I think my trading, I'm entering at this high, so we are good, and then my stop loss is here. Okay, if I was entering down here, my stop loss will have to be all the way here. But I think this is how the trade is looking like. We are moving sideways currently, which is not a good feeling, guys. But once we have entered the trade, we allow it to play out, right? Because if this market would have continued to go up, well, I've been like, oh yes, I'm good at trading, blah blah blah. But this is where the real trading comes in, right? Once we have taken the trade, we allow the trade to play out. So we are just going to see if it's going to be going up or finally broke above below. Like I said, if it broke below, no worries, we are always neutral, right? We are going to continue the sales back to this downside. Let's see if I want to show you guys if there's any history on this account. Let's see what is happening here. Let's go down here. So the real cost of trading, what it means by being disciplined and managing money, is that consistency. You will never see me risking more than $20 or more than $25 per trade. Let's see close positions, and that's what it means. You come every day in the market, you know your setup. I'm trading that breakout on the 50-minute time frame or on the 5-minute time frame, and I'm risking $20 per trade. I will show you so far. This was my first, I think this was yesterday's trade. I saw it, and you can see market actually continued to go down very well, but we can't do nothing about that. I'm even surprised I'm a little bit up, but it's just like about break even, right? And this trade over here that I closed with a small loss, our total P&L, damn it, that means like commissions and everything, right? It came up to be 7 something because I closed at 5. I would have closed in a little bit of profit, but I don't even know why I decided to close this trade early, because the market was just ranging so much, and market finally actually get to my TP before sinking back to the downside. But I wasn't comfortable just being in the trade for so long, right? So I decided to close at this loss. Instead, when I've seen the market go into profit, come back into my drawdown, goes into profit, I would have waited for the market to be maybe $5 in profit at least, but I did not. And I guess when you are thinking too much, that is what happens. But you know what, we learn from there, we move on. This was another loss that was like $20, and this was my first trade one on the account, right? I had not decided to risk on what I want to risk per trade, so I risked $2. I mean, so I risked very little, and then it hit my profit target. It was only $2. So that's when I decided that okay, I'm going to start risking $20 per trade and keep it simple. All right, guys, with that being said, I'm going to update you guys if this trade plays out or if this trade doesn't play out in the next clip.
For space? Oh, absolutely. I have a couple of different.
All right, guys, welcome back, and I'm going to give you guys a trade update. So I lost one trade and I had to re-enter because that direction I was going in was a counter trend. I was trying to grab that 1-to-1, but that did not work out. When I saw market kick me out, I entered at the same level to go to the downside. I'll show you guys right now. All right, so guys, here we are, and I believe that was in the 5-minute time frame that I was showing you the trade. When we wake up, we saw this market, right? Market created this low, it created another low. How I entered was, I assumed that, let me cancel this. This was my entry over here, because for some reason I only take the breakout trades, as you can see, right? Since this was a counter trend trade, I would have actually, what I've learned is that I can take this trade, but now I can look for better entries. So next time I want to take this trade, I would have taken this trade down here. Why? I would have taken this trade at this line here, right? Let me draw it here, up here, in the sense that I already have this target, worst case scenario, because I was considering it is a counter trend. That's why if I had entered here, as you have seen, market would have eventually kicked me in here, which I was hoping maybe after this bullish engulfing market would have come down, but it did not. And then look, I would have put my profit here, and then I target something like 1-to-1, since that's what I always target. This would have been a better entry, but we live and we learn, right? Since I decided to enter here, which is a breakout trade, and I'm not trading with a trend because this is a counter trend trade. My stop loss was here. As you can see, we got kicked out of that trade, right? And this is where we got kicked out. It shows here we got kicked out, we entered here, we got kicked out here. And once I saw the market down here, that's when I entered this limit order. As you have seen, I have not touched this. This was perfect level. Thank God market kicked me in, because market did not miss me. For some reason, I say let me enter at this low here. That's how I was able to enter. I wasn't confident enough to put my stop loss here or here, because I know that market can still come all the way here and will still be in that bearish trend, right? That's why you have seen my stop loss was all the way where it is, all the way here, with that previous, the most recent higher low, or is lower high, whatever that has to be. This is a possibility to be a new lower high. All right, guys, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys have a great trading week, and I'm going to see you guys at Demeng. It means tomorrow. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, and stick to the plan, 1-to-1. Keep it simple. Take 2 trades a day. It doesn't matter what strategy you use. Enter where the market is going to be favorable for you, right? And then, you know, go for that 1-to-1. Make it easy, document it, call it a day. You see how it plays out over time. With that being said, peace out.